Does it seem dark in here to anyone else or just me? That's weird. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Happy Monday. How are you all doing today? Apologies on the delayed music here. Took me a second to find it. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Happy Monday. Octi, congratulations on being first. Koro, Ayo. How you doing, Koro? Koro, hiya, friendos. Hiya, Coleman. Crystal, good morning to you. Coleman. Hello to you, Lady Iron. Milady, Monday can suck it. Agreed. It sure can. True. OMG, all my friends. Why is Twitch not letting me hit redeems? Twitch get it together already? I wish Twitch would get it together. What's happening? Is it just saying like out of stock or nothing's actually just I'm like just nothing's working. Damn you, Bezos. Anyone else having that issue or just me? I was able to redeem. I was the Phantom Menace in Nonder stream today, so I'm 1 for 1 on redeems working for me. I'm not sure. Yeah, Coleman. Dark loots. I mean, kind of. It seems dark in here. It is stormy outside, but I normally don't have any natural light in here during stream time anyway. So I don't know why, but it does seem a little darker. Crystal, how are you doing? What? It's not a lifetime yet? Wait, what's not a what now? Cheers to you, Lady Iron. Appreciate the 29th month. Cheers. Only 29 months? They've subscribed for lifetime. Currently on a lifetime streak. That'd be pretty funny. But only 29 months. That's still wild to me. Lordy, that's a long time, right? How are you all feeling today? Is anybody feeling under the weather? Hopefully Coleman and Octi are back to 100%. I have the dreaded cough, it seems. I started coughing yesterday, and it's been a little bit of a different cough this morning, but we'll see. I think usually, you know, it's kind of the signal of the end. We'll see how it goes, but hey, Ark, I'm all ready for another 9-hour shift. Ooh, are you ready? The box for redeem won't even let me bring it up to see if anything is in stock. The redeem boxes come up, but when I hit them, I hear the sound of the button hit on my phone and nothing happens. Oh, weird. Huh. On mobile? Let's see. Let me try, oh, that seemed to work. Huh. Not quite 100, but much better. Glad to hear that, Octi. My symptoms were just allergies, but they are bad. Ooh. I don't like that. No, I'm actually not ready. Good morning, Crumble. How are you? A cheers up, in fact. A cheers to you, Lady Iron. It did work. Cheers to your channel points working. Cheers. So you said it's on your phone, so maybe mobile is just being a turd? I'm not sure. Should I try my stream on mobile too? Oop, that's not it. I'm doing a little troubleshooting here. We'll try it here. It's happening in other streams also. All right. Let's see here. Oh, you're on mobile as well. What is Cheers out of stock for anybody else? Oh, you know, it's on a timer. That's why. Yeah, that worked too. Yeah, I'm on mobile just now. Yeah, maybe restart your Twitch app. You do a forced stop on it or something. Excuse me. Morning, Ursa. How's everyone? I'm doing all right, Crumble. Doing all right. Gonna try out a brand new game today, which I'm pretty excited about. Have you tried turning your phone off and on again? Yeah. Phones these days. I can try that. Didn't work earlier though. Dang. Okay. Hello, beautiful Kirk. Hey, are you feeling better, Kirk? I just saw your message this morning in your Discord. I did not see it until just now. I hope you're all right. Just play Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, shoot. Trust me. I would love to. I would love to play some Baldur's Gate 3. I'm glad everybody's enjoying it. I'm glad it's not another like failed new game launch. Good morning, Guildy. Is how you doing, Spooky? Hello, hello. I'm having a cup of the coffee this morning. Ah, that's good. Why can't you play it? Well, short answer is I don't own it currently. So. Spooky. I've been on IV drip all night, but I'm feeling a lot better. Yeah, I'm sorry you felt like crap to have to go in the first place, but I'm glad you're feeling much better. You said the AC was out at, was it at your place? Is that what you were saying? Cool, man. I'm jealous. I'm drinking mid coffee. You are? Why is it mid? Is it from the office? Kirk, hope you're doing okay, King. This playing Baldur's Gate 3, is it 5th edition rules? Hopefully Coleman can answer that. Ark, my squire, Koro, my queen. Yeah, we'll give up some good vibes to Kirk here. If I can find my button. There it is. I found it. Kirk, my friend. Seriously, hope things are AC at work. Been sweating buckets because of it, so I got severely dehydrated. Well, try to keep those hydration levels up. I'm glad you're feeling better. And some Healy vibes up to you, my friend. Cheers. They got to get that fixed. It's just like generic, but not Folgers. Is Folgers better than generic? I'm not sure. To be honest, I'm not really sure where Folgers stands up on like the standard coffee stuff. I'm drinking a caramel bourbon animal. Wait, an animal? What is that? It's 5th edition. Okay, nice. Thank you, Ark. All based off of 5th edition. Fighting the good fight, buddy. How are you? Hi. They also use some Pathfinder monsters. Oh, okay, nice. Is everyone playing Baldur's Gate 3 just to have their peens out? I think at least part of the reason. I think that's at least part of the reason why everybody's playing it. Folgers is in the bad cigarette category. Okay, gotcha. I've only had Folgers, I think, one time. And I truly can't remember like what it was even like. Folgers is cheeks. OMG, did I put animal? You did. I was not really sure. Oh, coffee. Okay, coffee. Yes. Common mistake. I'm glad you're not having an animal for, well, I mean, I guess technically I eat animals too, but this is better than that, but no local roaster. Gotcha. Caramel bourbon coffee. That does sound good though. Is it, whereabouts is it from? Some people like ass. Doing aight, slowly recovering from the crud. Intellect devourers are from Pathfinder, and I haven't played Pathfinder either. I've actually been very interested in playing Pathfinder. Never did. Spooky the deer with the most majestic antlers. Folgers will get the job done, but Arthur Morgan drinks better coffee in the wilds than Folgers. He does. Gonna pass out. Love you, Guild. All right, Kirk. Well, hopefully it's a consensual passing out. But I hope you continue to feel better. Phone reset didn't work. What the heck, Crystal? Are they like shadow banning you? Are you being shadow banned right now? You're not. I don't think you actually are. I think something's going on though. Have more experience with Pathfinder First Edition than D&D. Would you say how much of it would you say translates, transfers? How much of it would you say is relevant to D&D Arc? Because I don't know much about either of them. Not for lack of interest, just for lack of well, I guess in Pathfinder I could play that by myself. D&D because I've never been able to have like I've never been able to create a party. So Crystal. Yeah, Crystal, hope you're feeling good too, my friend. What is today? Today's Monday, August 14th. We're already halfway through August, pretty much. That is kind of shocking, actually. Pathfinder's older rules, D&D. Hubby has played both for years. Gotcha, okay. Pathfinder's like D&D 3.5 edition. So Pathfinder expanded and they made their own thing. So has there ever been a case where somebody who's like more familiar with Pathfinder goes and plays D&D and is like, I want to summon Pot of Greed, and they're like, oh, that's outdated. You can't summon Pot of Greed anymore. Is that like does that ever happen? Gosh, what is this on my arm? It hurts. Or just, I mean, I guess it hurts when I pick at it, but it feels like it shouldn't be there. Pathfinder has been explained as like open source D&D to me, since it's not part of Wizards of the Coast. Gotcha. Okay. Hopefully I don't have too many coughs into the mic today, but Boros dead? Wait, from what? Is it the coughing? I'm sorry. I hope I'm not coughing right now. I'm trying not to cough right into the mic. Oh, the coffee is good though on the throat. It feels nice. Friends, I've got a little bit of a. Oh, we'll do a live schedule update. I haven't done a live schedule update in a couple weeks. Let's do a live schedule update on the Discord here. Last night I was chatting with our dear pal Spooky Deer, and he provided some moral support while I was able to patch our Valheim community server. So it is back up and running. However, we do have some new dependencies to install because, you know, that's just how things work nowadays. But I guess that's kind of a little bit of a spoiler alert for the schedule this week. So, Charles, whoa. How you doing, Charles? 30 months? My goodness. Cheers to you. Cheers. Appreciate the 30 freaking months. My word. How the heck are you, my friend? What's new? I said this last night too, but for a man with the strongest lungs I know, you do be having some lingering coughs. The cough lingers. It does. Pot of Greed gets me every time. It's pretty freaking funny, right? But you didn't see this one coming. I summon Pot of Greed. It is hilarious. Okay. Live schedule update in the Discord. In the Discord. Okay. My friends. Pardon me. My friends. We have an exciting week of games ahead of us. Check it out. Monday. I don't even know what icon to use for Palia because I've never actually played it. Palia. New game hype? Little sprout? Okay, sprout. Plant? How do you... What is the sprout emoji? Leaf? Oh, there it is. That'll work. That'll work, I think. Have you started playing at Octi? I feel like it'd be your type of game. Tuesday, Valheim Axe. That's right. the server is live again, baby. All right. Wednesday, V Rising Vamp Daddy with special guest Papa Lutz's boy? Question. Thursday, Valheim X. Friday, Valheim X. Let's go, baby. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I put a bunch of question marks in there so that we know it's not set in stone, but it's something we would certainly like to have happen. I'll share server update notes in the Valheim channel. Oop. And Valheim announcements channel. Later today for those who would like to jump back in. There we go. Server. The schedule update is posted. How's that? Feeling great. Ever since the news came back about my recent blood test, I felt a huge amount of stress lift off my shoulders. I would seriously consider it a huge honor to hit up a D&D campaign with you. Bucket list item for me, no question. I would be so down, especially for a one-shot. I think a one-shot would be perfect for me because the schedule and whatnot. And actually, we were gonna try to play a one-shot at Gen Con, but unfortunately, it got all booked up before we could do it. I was gonna play with Iron and Temig, and I'm not sure. I think Coleman was gonna try to get in on that as well. I think we were all gonna try, but anyway. Nolden, welcome in. Eyebrow routine. I see a barber, my friend. I see a barber. My barber does my eyebrows. I had to unlearn some things that don't translate over to 5e. That makes sense. Yeah, that's what I'd be afraid of, is looking like a total dweeb with some outdated rules, you know? Hey, yo, Chuck. Morning, everyone. Just curious, what's the discussion about Pathfinder versus D&D? You starting a campaign, Lutz? It just came up because we were talking about Baldur's Gate. And the question was, is Baldur's Gate 5th edition, or where does it fall? And then my question was, you know, because Ark said that they got most of their D&D knowledge from Pathfinder. My question was, is it you know, like, is Pathfinder, if you played Pathfinder instead of D&D, would you look silly, you know, by using some outdated rules or something? Palia looks like Disney's game without the Disney. I have a story of seasons filling in the cozy slot in my games rotation. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Fingers crossed. We love a special guest. We absolutely do. One shot would be great to teach you how things basically work as well. Would be so fun. I agree. I would not let my barber near my eyebrows after what he did to my mustache. I would trust my barber with my life. Yeah. Kiss your barber. Thank you, man. Highly skilled. Well, thank you, Nolden. Great to have you in. Yeah, so my barber is so he's Puerto Rican, and when he came to the continent, I mean, Puerto Rico is part of the US. When he came to the continental US, I was one of his very first clients here, and because I actually coached his younger brother in track and cross country. And he asked me, he was like, my eyebrows I've got some pretty thick eyebrows. And he's like, hey, do you want me to line up your eyebrows? And I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. And he's like, oh, trust me, like, we do it in Puerto Rico. It'll look really good. And I was like, all right, let's give it a shot, you know? So then when he finished like lining up the eyebrows, I was like, where's this man been for like the last, how long have I been seeing him now? Probably been seeing him for about 6 years. Like, where's this dude been the previous 26 years of my life? You know, I was going around with eyebrows just looking like this, you know, I needed him. But yeah, he definitely helped me out for sure. Peachy, I'm here. I'm alive. Hello, everyone. Peachy, we're so glad you're here and alive. How are things? How was your weekend? I did look like I was from Pan's Labyrinth. Exactly. Forgive my spelling. I understood what you're saying, Ursa. I looked exactly like the eye monster from Pan's Labyrinth, except that was just my eyebrows. That's just how my eyebrows were. So. Was your survival in question? That's what I was wondering too. Barely alive, let's be real. There's a D&D podcast I've been listening to for years while I walk where the host had never played an RPG before. All the other players were always willing to help him out. That's nice. What's it called? Longtime barbers are a blessing. Do not take them for granted. Honestly, cannot imagine life before my barber now. Yeah, exactly. My barber, I thought about that. If like he ever moves or I ever move, I'm going to be very sad. Peachy, my star who burns brighter than the sun. Don't look directly at her. Hello there, true Celt. Spooky, my dear. I should hope it was. I didn't attend stream for 3 days last week. Yeah, fair enough. Don't look directly at her. Good morning, Ursa. Peachy. Wouldn't worry about being embarrassed about not playing before. Oh, I'm not embarrassed. Like, I mean, there's a first time for everything, you know, but I just, I don't know. I would feel a little bit about being a burden on people. Like when Coleman and I have played Hunt Showdown, I ask him roughly 30 questions per match. And I'm like, dang, Coleman is such a saint for putting up with me and my stupid questions. Every match. How was Baldur's Gate 3 last night? Yeah, how was it? Those of you that played together, how was it? Were you guys playing together or were you just playing and chatting? Because Spooky and I actually were chatting, and we saw all the people in the VC, and we were sort of like, "What the heck's going on?" The podcast is "There Will Be Dungeons" by Scott Johnson. Nice. Let's see here. Peachy Celt had a lovely time. That's great. What's Palia, by the way? I'm not actually sure. This is gonna be my very first time playing it. It caught my eye because it was basically described as like an MMO Stardew, like a cozy MMO, which I've sort of famously avoided MMOs for most of my gaming life. But I figured maybe this one would be the one to break the mold for me. I played a very, very tiny bit of WoW back in probably 2007 or so. And it was not my jam, like, at all. Good morning. Sorry I'm late. Stop, Jezriah. Not late. Not late. Kara and I were playing together. Nice. That's awesome. I bet Kara's one of the best partners for playing Baldur's Gate. I'm so happy to see you were chilling in there. Same. There's no stupid questions, Coleman. I think it's just because you're too kind to say otherwise. I was texting Cora like, am I going to be a creep if I join VC and don't talk? No, that's I've definitely done that too. I'm always so worried, like, why is PG just creeping in VC if she's not going to join the conversations? Also, thank you for having a VC text channel too. Right? Although all nowadays the VC channels all have their own text channel. But Spooky was ahead of his time and created a separate text channel for VC before it became a thing. Where have you been the last 27 years of my life? Ark, I'm blushing. Stop. Absolutely never a creep. Absolutely. I love having people lurking in VC. I saw gameplay from Elsprout and it looks like Disney Dream Valley or whatever without the Disney. Yes, Elsprout. I watched Elsprout play a tiny bit as well. MMO Stardew, I'll buy that poop for 80 doubloons. Do not mess with me. It's even better. It's free. I don't know if it'll be free forever, but it's currently an open beta. Boro, Ark of the Squire. She is. I believe it. I seriously believe it. Kara seems like she'd be a great D&D partner. D&D session doesn't progress as quickly as a video game, so you won't need to ask 30 questions per session. Maybe only 5, because I just didn't get far enough to ask 30 questions. I'm a spider. Kara? Wait, what? Kara's just the best ever. Facts. Spooky and innovator. Spooky is an innovator, though. Really enjoying Baldur's Gate 3. Been playing for a couple weeks now, and I'm still dealing with these damn druids. Dang. With my laptop being the silliest of gooses when it comes to VC and my hacking up along every minute, I figured people wouldn't appreciate my vocal abilities last night. I think people would appreciate your vocal abilities anytime you decide to share them. But you should only share them when you want to. What's going on, J Game? Welcome back in. Saw a new game today for the first time that was interesting called Pistol Whip. That is like Beat Saber, but you are shooting enemies to the beat trying to John Wick your way through a level. Nice. Pistol Whip. How hard is it to get into tabletop D&D? Also, can it be played digitally? Okay. I'll let somebody else answer how hard it is because I've never actually been able to break into D&D. But I can tell you can play it remotely. I would take a bow, but I'm slow to change after my innovations are outpaced by updates. Doing all right, J-Game. Trying to get over a little bit of a cold, but other than that, doing pretty solidly. How about yourself? She just kept saying, I'm a spider and making some silly noises that doesn't translate to modern day English. Did she sound like a spider though? You can play fully virtually and with virtual maps and pieces and stuff. Getting a group organized and together regularly and a good DM can be tougher. That's what yeah, exactly. Stormy Latte, thank you so much for the follow. Cheers, welcome in. Hope you're having a great day, Latte. Cheers. I did get the con crud. Yeah, I'm fighting a sinus infection as well as the stupid Indiana weather is killing me. Our weather is just being very silly right now. You were on my recommended. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for dropping in, Stormy. It means a lot to me. Are you a fan of Palia? It's easy. Just can be pricey. Like getting into D&D, you mean? Getting a group is not a problem. My dad has been trying to forever get me to play, and he's over the moon knowing I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3. That's awesome. I'd say go for it. If my dad were ever interested in Baldur's Gate, or well, Baldur's Gate or D&D, I would take him up in a heartbeat. There's just no chance that he would ever have any interest, though. No chance whatsoever. How would a spider sound, Lutz? The only sound I've ever heard a spider make is in the movie Arachnophobia when they scream when they die. Was it like that? I mean, I don't know. It was gorgeous yesterday. We went to the fair. It was a super nice day yesterday. Got a little hot, I guess, but yeah, now it's all stormy and it's going to be like almost 20 degrees cooler tomorrow than it was this weekend. The only good spider noise is the sound of its body crunching under my boot. Dang. Healthy breakfast for me today, a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios. No one can say I'm not trying. Ooh, Honey Nut Cheerios honestly kind of slap.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Ghost! Welcome in, Ghost. Always making an entrance. I just spilled coffee everywhere. No, Spooky, be careful. Be careful, CJ. Octi or Iron, if you guys ever need someone to fill in a character slot in BG3, holla my way. Ooh. Or anyone else for that matter. If I get into BG3, I will certainly give you a holla. I have been getting into more cozy games. I'm interested, but I want to see some of it before I try it fully. I've been doing Disney Dreamlight Valley and Stardew. Nice. Stardew is one of my most streamed games ever on this channel. I have not played it for quite some time now, but it is I think still my second most streamed game behind Valheim. Nanders. What's going on, my friends? Welcome in, everybody. Cheers. Cheers to you, Nander. How was Dave? How the heck was Dave? And Nolden, thank you so much for the follow. Cheers. It's great having you all here with me this morning. Or day. I mean, morning for me, but day. Having on this fine day. Hope you're all doing well. Isn't Bot Goots just such a nice bot? Dude, that reminds me of a time I saw a roach in a store and I squished it with my foot and it crunched so loud. Ugh. You stepped on a roach in a store? What did you do after that? The fair was perfect, dude. Not packed at all. Oh, really? Which fair was it? Because it's not the Marion County. Is it the state fair? Luke shows up pantsless. What are y'all staring at? Wait, what? The surprise? Thank you so much for doing the shout out there. I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure who did that one, but thank you for the Twitch official shout out. Appreciate that. Hey, beautiful people. Really want to like Stardew, but I get so distracted. There's so much going on. There is a ton going on in Stardew. Right. Welcome in, Cartman. How you doing? I love Disney Dreamlight Valley. Such a cozy game. Did he dive? Did you tell Dave to dive deeper into your holes? Wait, in the holes? I was in that big blue hole. Oh my goodness. State Fair downtown. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I think the Marion County Fair is in like, that's near 4th of July, isn't it? Something like that. I gagged, but I was a kid, so I low-key kind of thought it was cool. Wait. What? Gagged about what? Hang on a second. What did I never mind. Maybe I don't want to know. Nonder, how's your face today? He does have a battle scar. I saw it. Honestly, looks pretty cool. I mean, I could see Nonder, like if Nonder goes out later on, I could see him being hit on by lots of people. Not that that's really much different than any other time, but 8 hours ago, already regret being here. No. How are you doing this Monday, Lutz? I'm doing all right, honestly. Had a pretty solid weekend. Just trying to get over this dang cold. Went to a theme park on Saturday. Rode 2 roller coasters, which for me is a lot of roller coasters. I'm not a roller coaster guy. But they were solid. They were solid. I just feel pretty icky after getting on roller coaster. I think it's just the motion sickness a little bit from them. I should try taking some like Dramamine or something. Would that be bad to do for roller coaster? You're supposed to take Dramamine for like travel sickness. I don't know if it also translates over into roller coaster movement illness. I'm not sure. It's hot. Oh, the roach. Okay. Okay. Forgot it was the roach. I'm going to DM you something. Ooh. 1000%, 24/7, 365, all day, air day. Gonna have to make up a different story. Maybe. Nonder do be looking like a badass, honestly. Definitely does not replicate an actual Disney theme park. Broken my nose a lot and never gotten to wear anything like that. Cold Magoots. I do have a cold. Professor, how are you today? Dramamine and vodka? Wait. Before you get on a roller coaster? Is there such a thing as a nose sling for a broken nose? I think it's just a bandage. Just take some acid before. I'm sure that'll help. Cheat code. Goes to the theme park, takes Dramamine to ride all the rides. I would love to, though. Is it gravel? Gravel? Wouldn't that make you sleepy? That's what I was afraid of, is I don't want to be sleepy. It'd make you sleep through the ride. Okay, that's what I thought. At least that's what happens to me. I think it does make people sleepy. Dramamine and vodka, then play the scene from The Sandlot after the kids do chewing tobacco and get on the roller coaster ride. Ugh. They all had the same color puke. It was like, oh man. Octi, Robitussin, and Red Bull. Dramamine, Red Bull, and vodka. All right, nice. So we got the real like downers with a big uppy in there and the Red Bull. I like it. I have a bit of an update on the health situation also. I officially have a sleep study scheduled for August 23rd at 8:30 p.m. So we shall see how that goes. Before then, on the 17th, I have an appointment for an echo to check my heart. I'm glad to be done with being poked by needles for now. Having blood taken out of my hand really sucked. Yes. I'm glad that you're not being poked by needles either, Crystal. Hell yeah, Ghost. 3 Grimace shakes, paint the town purple. That I would do. Octi, there's non-drowsy Dramamine. Wow, that actually seemed kind of like a tongue twister that I kind of nailed right there. Non-drowsy Dramamine. Probably won't ever be able to do it again. Professor, what exactly you're professor of? How to have a raging time? Correct. Clearly pharmacology. Vodka with 4 Loco Chaser and a Red Bull. Oh my gosh. I do not partake in alcoholic beverages, but I saw firsthand, or I guess secondhand, the effects of Red Bull on my my college friends. My goodness. Or not Red Bull, 4 Locos, what I meant to say. Morning, Phil. Good day to you, Phil. How are you doing? I've been left out of all the greetings and was not wanting to fuss, but I'm better now. Gold 4 Loco with a bump of Malort, a 4 Benadryl, a non-drowsy dram, and get behind the controls of a forklift. Yes, that sounds like a recipe for a fantastic time. I saw a TikTok of a guy mixing Monster in like 2 or 3 containers of that toxic waste candy. No way. He blended them together. My teeth practically fell out when I watched him drink it. Oh my gosh. That had to have been like the brightest, like most radioactive green ever. Hey, Sandoval. Chat is off the rails. I love it here. Yeah, in a controlled, safe environment. In Minecraft. Yeah. Just a little tired. How have your travels been though, Phil? Feel like you've been everywhere lately. Have things been going smoothly? All right, we're gonna close that. I'll keep that going for another second. Some music. I'm launching Palia right now, which I still don't have any idea if I'm saying it right. I could see it being pronounced as Palia. Like, I mean, so many different iterations of how to pronounce the game, but I've never actually heard anybody say it out loud. So I'm going with Palia until I'm told otherwise. You don't feel good at all? I'm sorry about that, Sandoval. Like LutzCon, right? Yeah. Any environment becomes uncontrolled and unsafe after that mix. Subnautica update. I have the prawn and the Cyclops. No idea what to do with them though. Heck yeah, Professor. Were you one of those kids that when you heard do not operate heavy machinery whilst on medication, you thought they meant driving forklifts, not like driving cars too? I mean, yeah, I was. All right, I'm launching Palia right now. It's in the open beta, my friends. So if you enjoy what you're seeing today, you can also download this game for free from the Palia website. It looks very cool. All right, I have to log in first before I bring you guys in. Got to get my password up in here. There we go. All right. All right. I think we'll be good. Go deeper, baby. Yep, that's what you got to do. I think that is the plan. Were you, let's see. I'm still that person, to be honest. Yeah, every time. That was playing Palia? Same Octi. Can't think of the last time I operated a forklift, so I'm good. Exactly. Hey, what's going on, Kay? Wait, that's not what that means. No hydraulic presses for me today, I guess. Yeah. Man, I love Subnautica. Same. I know, right? Such a letdown. Cars are pretty heavy machines. Some of them are. Some of them weigh like nothing. Like Indy 500 cars weigh nothing. So what do they? But they go 220 miles an hour. Well, they go faster than that, but they go 220 miles an hour on average around a track when they're solo. But they can be carried by like 2 people pretty easily. Irony of the fact that Twitch is giving me channel points they won't let me use. Isn't that annoying? Just throw on the Hydraulic Press YouTube channel and live vicariously. Why is that so satisfying? I am having a lot of fun. I'm using the Loot's container store strategy. Wait, which is what? In your words, Professor, what does that mean? Hey, Snacky. The way you're pronouncing it makes the most sense. Well, thank you. Snacky, how have you been? I can't steer a dinghy to get a cruise ship out of port and to the open sea if I take Dramamine. Oh my gosh. Good God. If I'm zooted on sleepy meds, it's real mint. I give a trust fund a channel point. I never finished below 0 because it never scratched the same itch. Really? Heard good things about Palia. It was never the same to finish it, but I sort of rushed it. Yeah. It is pretty interesting how it feels so different. Like it's so much the same, but so much not the same. It's like the game is the same, but the spirit is not the same. I don't know how to put it. I just wanted to organically throw the word dingy in a conversation today. Don't take this from me, Lutz. I will take it from you. I can spend upwards of 15 to 30 minutes or more at a time trying to make sure the inventory is arranged properly with the correct labels and placement to optimize workflow. Yes. That's perfect, Professor. Yeah, basically the thing is you throw things in random boxes to start, and then you get too tired of the fact that like things are not organized at all. So instead of spending the like 5 minutes at the very beginning to organize your stuff, you do it after it just pisses you off too much. So, you know, like hours of me rearranging saves me from the minutes of pre-planning I could have done. So I feel pretty good about it. Don't take my dinghy from me, Lutz. I will. You know what? No, what? I won't actually. Somebody take Octi's, or Octi take Peachy's dinghy. Or Coleman, or somebody. It's okay, I'm a dumb dinghy. Take it from me, baby. You won't. My Ace's high call sign was dingy. Wait, was it? Ark, my Emperor. I might have 3 full containers of water. 3? Octi, quit playing with your dinghies. Oh gosh, it got pinned. Is that, wait, is that taking away the dinghy or? Octi, so now it's everybody's dinghy? Wrong button. Oh gosh. HVAC maintenance today. Woo, new parts. Oh dang. I don't like HVAC maintenance. I'd be honored if she took my dinghy. No, that was absolutely the right button. Yeah. Don't change my Discord name. Oh. Octi, see how you can fit the word dinghy into Peachy's Discord name. Dinghy Christ? Would that make any, that would fit, right? This is mutiny? Dinghy stars 15, please. How big is everyone's dinghy? Wait, dinghy dingers? As soon as Octi learned she could change names at will, the only person whose name she can't change, I think, is mine. I think that's it. My gosh. Ala Rogers, can your dinghy touch your belly button? Wait, what? Oh, and the other mods. Okay, gotcha. So then probably no bots then either. Streaming question, are you running all of your audio inputs through any kind of digital mixer? I am. I sure am. My game audio goes through a, well, I guess it's not a digital mixer. I do make use of some virtual audio cables. So in order to combine some sources and whatnot. It's a very complicated thing that pretty much every Windows update ruins for me. Then I have to reset. But it's complicated, and I don't remember exactly where to go from there. But I do have voice meter, yeah. Yep. So the music you're hearing right now, the Amazon music, is playing through voice meter, in fact. Octi, nickname or piece, heck yeah. Yeah, my audio setup is very complex, and I don't know that it's necessarily the most complex, but it's pretty complex. My microphone also runs through a VB cable, because basically I've got my filters are hosted by a VST host. So the raw audio goes in through the VST host, added with all the filters on it, and then comes out a VB cable. It is, yeah, it's a lot. Use Wavelength through Elgato, but will only work with an Elgato mic. Yes. Are you thinking about swapping mics? All my mic audio runs through VoiceMod. I used to do that. I found out VoiceMod adds like a fairly significant delay. Also, it has a few different for some reason it adds bass, to the mic that you cannot, like, there's no way to remove. I don't know why that is, but yeah, I since uninstalled voice mod. And then I also realized I wasn't using it nearly as much as I did at the beginning. First malware that actually does something useful. Audio setup gets a thumbs up today from the audio master. It's true. If you ever need to know if your audio is any good, just ask Peachy. The only person I know who uses Amazon Prime Music, and you aren't using that power to be the only one that blasts the entire Garth Brooks catalog. Oh my gosh. You know what's funny about Garth Brooks is my cousin and I used to make a joke that we were related to Garth Brooks. One of my cousins married a cousin, like it was like Garth Brooks's like second or third cousin. And so we're like, man, we're practically cousins with Garth Brooks. Of course, there's zero relation whatsoever there, but we thought it was funny. They did not stay together, unfortunately, but thanks for keeping the Peachy in my name. I have a nice Rode mic, long story, but the Rode digital mixer blows chunks. Does it? I've never tried it. Yeah, I mean, this is a Rode pod mic, so one of their, you know, kind of base entry-level mics. Do you have like one of the casters? If you get a Stream Deck Plus, you get Wavelink and you don't need a Wave mic anymore. Same if you use their XLR input. Oh, really? Helps keep identities if we leave the root word, right? Could have sworn Palia was on Nintendo Switch store the other day. Now I can't find it. Oh, I didn't. Maybe it was? I wouldn't think so. It's just now an open beta, but maybe. I have a Stream Deck, but not the Plus. We should have them send you one for free. You are a featured streamer. I love how chat migrates seamlessly from a D&D versus Pathfinder discussion to dinghies now to Twitch mixer combinations. I was into the chaos of LutzCon weekend, but if I'm going to be in an Onomancer all the time, I should have rules. Did I say that right? Tried the Rode mixer, but couldn't get it to work at all. Have you seen this the Segura stand-up where he theorizes Garth Brooks is a serial killer? I've not. Just popping in to say hello. I'm at work and on break. Candyman, how have you been? I got my Elgato lights for free. I have the Rode NT USB condenser mic. Nice. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I've liked the pod mic just because of how directional it was. The mic I had previously was the Blue Yeti, which is just freaking massive. And it's a side address mic, you know, or front. I guess they call that front address, right? But this, I liked having a very clear address point. But I have been thinking about getting a different mic. I have thought about it. I'm not seriously considering it, but yeah, the pod mic has been serving its purpose. The only thing is it's really freaking heavy. That's the only downside. Been really busy with work. Has it been a good busy, I hope? The Yeti is rough because it picks up everything. It does pick up everything. And when you have a keyboard that has blue switches, clickety clack for days. Literal days. All right, friends. I'm going to try to bring you into the game now. I've had the Palia screen up. Here it is. So there's a photosensitivity warning. All right. Just give you a heads up. This one of the things was it says to like cover an eye while playing. Pretty interesting.
Now, where should I start?
This is new to me. I got to this point last night and I immediately quit the game because I didn't want to do this without chat. Is this essentially mask or femme? Is that what this is? Yes. All right. Oh, look at that hair. Hang on 1 second. Here we go. Go ahead and pause my music since we're not using it anyway. A new hand touches the beacon. Kinda. I do construction, sheet metal, or metal sheeting, installing pipes. Gotcha. Okay. Wow. So you lay pipe for a living? I have a lot of questions. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. But no, my dad is a carpenter, and so hecka respect. All right. Oh, this randomizes? Okay, hang on. Click a random amount of times. Bam! There we go. All right. Face shape. This is just like Baldur's Gate. Just kidding. Loots. Wait, what'd I do? What did I do? All right. I sometimes try to make people look like myself. That seems kind of like my face shape. Somewhat high cheekbones, narrow chin. Go with that. All right. My skin tone. What do we say here? Probably about there? Or here? Maybe this one. Yeah, we'll go there. All right. Eyes. I have brown eyes. Not red eyes, although that'd be pretty cool. They're kind of a medium brown. So somewhere in between these two. We'll go with these ones. And my voice.
Yoo-hoo. Oh. Hey.
Hey. Yeah.
Oh.
Ugh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Ah.
They're all good. How do I have my character randomly cycle through these? Yeah. I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, I think this is it.
Ah. Oh. Oh.
I have questions. Oh, great. Thanks, Spooky. Lay pipe for a living. Well, you know. I work from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Just like Baldur's Gate. As for now, I'm just a residential helper. Gotcha. Gotcha. Lots of moaning in this game, too. Yeah. Which one do you guys think?
Oh. Ah. Oh no. Hey-oh. Hey-oh. Yeah. Ha.
Less moaning than Tears of the Kingdom.
Ha. Hey. Oh no. Ha. Oh no. Ha. Oh no. Ha. Oh. Yeah. Ha. Hey. Oh no. Yeah. Oh no. Ha. Oh. Oh no. Ha. Oh. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Ha. Oh no. Yeah. Oh no. Ha. Oh. Oh no. Ha. Oh.
Bars. Do the top row again.
Yoo-hoo. Oh. Hey. 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 Ha. Hey. Oh no. Hey. Ha. Hey. Oh no. Hey. Oh. Oh. Ha. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh no. Ha. Oh. Ha. Hey. Oh no. Yoo-hoo. Oh. Oh.
Top row last option totally sounds like a Spanky.
Hey.
Like the fairy from, pretty much from Zelda. Hey, listen.
Ha. Ha. Hey. Hey. Yoo-hoo.
You. Hey, listen. Photo.
Oh no.
Yeah, this one's pretty good.
Hey-oh. Hey-oh. Yeah. Hey. Oh no. Hey-oh. Ha. Oh. Yeah. Ha. Hey.
I don't know which one would be me. So yeah,
Oh.
I guess we need to pick one that's very Spanky-ish.
Oh no.
Yoo-hoo, family. Big summer blowout. B1 is the funniest though, so that's my vote. Yeah, it was pretty good. I like the Winston voice one.
Oh. Oh no. Ha. Oh no.
Which one's Winston? We talking about moaning? Koro's back? I want to be a fly on the wall during this recording session, right? I mean, some of us are.
Hey-oh. Oh.
I
Oh
I just don't know how much I'm going to hear my voice, and I don't want to be too annoyed by it.
no. Hey. Hey. Oh.
Oh,
I oh is shit. Oh.
oh.
Ha. Oh. Oh no. Oh. Oh no. Oh. 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 Yeah. Oh. Oh. Hey. Oh. Hey. Oh. Hey. Oh. Hey.
B1 is the Winston voice. All right. I don't know that I can do B1. I think this one's probably the safest bet, B2. I almost hit finish look and I didn't even try any of this other stuff here. All right. I do wear a mohawk, although it's not quite that mohawky. There's rarely are there like faux hawk type cuts though. Wow, holy crap, I can spin very fast. Oh my gosh. Go through and try to replicate every noise yourself. All right. All right.
Yoo-hoo.
Yoo-hoo.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey.
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 Hey. Hey. Hey.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Ah.
Ah. How's that? Get the Dramamine, boys. Emo hair. There is an emo hair kind of. Are you thinking this one here? Kind of emo. Is there one more emo than that? I mean, this one's kind of the Karen cut. Oh, there is. Okay, there is kind of just a fade. That's closer to what I would. That's honestly closer than just the plain mohawk. I don't know. That's kind of emo. A3 best replicated voice. Whoever voiced A3, call me.
Hey.
I know, right? Right?
Yeah. Ha. So. Ne. Hey.
Hey. Hey. Hey. Man of culture. Oh my gosh. Who knew? Who knew we'd have so much fun in a character creator? It's like we always just, you know, we never spend any time in character creators. Oh yeah, that's solid. I mean, most like my haircut is either going to be this one here or this one. I wish I could kind of combine the two a little bit better. We'll just go with this one. My God, A3. A3 got me twirling my hair and mixing up my words. The mohawk is pretty sweet. I'll go with the mohawk. And then my hair color is not cherry. Chocolate's a good description of my hair color. Is there a dark chocolate? There's jet black and there's black. Ooh, a rich mahogany? I honestly can't tell the difference here. We'll go with chocolate. Ooh, a secondary color? Oh, you can add some like frosted tips? I can add some frosted tips. Should I? A3 would. I mean, we had so much fun in character creation. Me with 8 hours in Baldur's Gate 3 and most of that not being gameplay. Oh, I know. My hair is all one color throughout. Eyebrow color is roughly the same color as my hair. Hair dye patterns. Pattern 1 or pattern 2. It doesn't matter. I don't currently have any hair dye. The eyebrows are kind of solid here, huh? I don't think you can't change your eyebrows, huh? I could add glasses or not. Okay. Tops. Ah, here we go. Spooky's a top, right? Outdoorsy. Hang on. Ooh, these are sick, actually. Oh, that's cool. And you can change the color? Whoa. Oh my gosh. Did somebody say chocolate? Not you too? Sorry. How good would I look in a crop top? Probably not as good as this guy though. Let's see. Oh, nice. Hang on. Should we go for kind of like the Geralt-y open chest? Kind of. Look at that. And that's even kind of the Wildberry colors. Wildberry Pop-Tart colors. Hang on a second. That one I actually think I like better. I don't really like the plaid on it. LutzCon fit. Please keep the skirt though. Hang on. We got to get our inspiration. All right. Okay. So let's see here. Wildberry Pop-Tarts do slap. Yeah, we were talking about Pop-Tarts, and my absolute fave, I think, are Wildberry Pop-Tarts. That's why I use so much of the purple and teal. Which yeah. Drip or drown, Spider-Man. You would rock a crop. Please keep the skirt though. Man, we are gonna see some dong if that happens. Okay, that's pretty dang cool though. You choose, Spider-Man. All right. What is the closest to the Geralt shirt? It's probably this. And it'd be in that color as well. Okay, what about the bottoms? All right. So again, there we go. That's our reference. We got this here. Okay. No bottoms? Is there an option? I don't know if this is that type of game. We could go. It could be Hoochie Daddy season. Hoochie Daddy season. Those actually might be the closest I've seen so far. Around town. Nope. Oh, got some thigh highs? Nope. Nope. I think it's these outdoorsy ones that are the closest. I'd have to find them in brown, which it'd be that. But I'd have to change the shirt to try to match it a little better. I don't know that I really like that. Those colors don't match, and I don't really love that. Jorts, dongs out for the farm, Lutz. Nice outfit. Did your husband pick it out for you? Damn, Spider-Man. Just picked up a box of chocolate fudge Pop-Tarts the other day. We also had some chocolate fudge Pop-Tarts recently. Okay. Hoochie Daddy season? Those do match, in fact. Maybe we make it Hoochie Daddy season. No beards? I don't know that there are any beards. What is this? Oh, there is skin. Maybe it's in skin. Let's see. Oh, the only problem is there's no socks with these sandals. That's the only downside. Yeah, those are definitely wildberry color. Yeah, I think I gotta go with inspiration, but I think I gotta go with my wildberry Pop-Tart colors here. I'm a big fan of that color combo right there. That's pretty solid. Top though, how's that look? That matches well enough because like this, the hem here matches that, and then this, the V kind of matches the dark, and so do the sleeves. That's probably fine, right? Wildberry fit goes horde. I think this is solid. I mean, I'd wear this. Skin. Oh, it's just makeup? Oh, okay, okay. Well, I don't really have any cat eyes. I don't know how that would look on me. All right. Yeah, no facial hair. Huh. Unless I just somehow missed it, but I don't think so. I think we're set. You will not be able to change your body type, face, skin tone, eye color, or voice after your character is created. This functionality will be added in a future update. Oh, we're good then. Character's full name. That was the highlights, yeah. Spanky McLoots Magoots. It's... This is usually how it goes here. Government name time. Yeah, it's always Spanky Peterson. Peterson, I always forget that. Yeah, Spanky does have a last name. Play Palia as Spanky Peterson? Yeah. Let's do this. Heck yeah.
Time for you to go out into the world.
Deep V on the shirt, the Hoochie Daddy shorts. This man's gonna grow more than veggies. Barry's McDongle. Don't hesitate to ask for help. All questions are good questions. I will keep that in mind. I will annoy the absolute piss out of the villagers. And Spanky is born. How beautiful, right? Honestly, this game is pretty. Getting more Fable vibes than anything right now. I also feel like it came out of nowhere. Am I about to beam down? Beam me down, Scotty. So am I some sort of divine being? No, that can't be. If I were divine, I'd be wearing socks and sandals.
Hi.
Instant connection? Oh my dragon. When does the shooting start? I'm not sure. Holy poop, you're a god? Wildberry Christ. Oh my god, what's this? Gina seems nervous about getting to know you. You know what's funny? I think this is supposed to be Gina, but you know, normally it's spelled with a G, and I always pronounce that Gina. So this is actually probably better. It's for the best. Gina. Did you just materialize from nowhere? More like from a spiraling pink void. Is that actual human birth? The only god I'd follow into battle. She's saying if I knew my painting was going to come to life, I would have gone bigger. Oh gosh. It's totally Gina. I think, yeah, this sounds like actual human birth right here. More like from a spiraling pink void. Oh, tell me more about the void. Okay. Be easier if I just show you. Wait, what? None of the other humans remember where they came from, so this is kind of a big deal. Other humans? Yep, you're not the first human I've seen in Palia. Just the first I've seen, you know, appear in a giant cocoon of light. We should slow down. Why don't you take this map and head into town where you can talk to Ashura, the innkeeper. He's been helping others like you get settled in. I would help you myself, but I'm working on something here, and I am this close to figuring it out. I was so caught off guard, I realized I forgot to introduce myself or explain why I'm here. The name's Gina. I'm an apprentice scholar researching these old ruins. And this here is my research assistant, Hecla. Be sure to ask her if you've got any questions. I've got to get back to the grind. Okay. Spiraling pink void, isn't that the real thing? Right? Not the Gina debacle again. Listen, it wasn't clear. It wasn't very clear. All right. Navigate the world using WASD keys. Yep. Yep. I figured that much. Oh, shift is sprint. Okay. Look around using your mouse. All right. Yeah, I figured. Moving the mouse will change the direction your character is looking. You're at. I figured. Okay. Yep. WASD. I've never heard it. It's usually WASD. Oh gosh, there's unmoderated chat in the game. Ooh. Also, a little bit of lag. Okay. Find Ashura in Kilima?
Are you here for my Gina?
Let's see Gina's Gina kick this game up to NC-17 real fast. Gina's... Oh. For your what, robot? Wait, yeah, hang on. Hello, human. I know you must have many questions about your spontaneous emergence. Your presence heralds much change in the world of Palia. What am I? You are a human being, an ancient thing this world has not seen in many rotations around the sun. Beyond that, you shall have to answer the question of what you are for yourself, as do we all. Wait, exit dialogue. How do I...
Back to my Gina.
So why is an MMO is my question. I'm sure it'll be explained. I'm also curious about
Hello,
that.
human.
Oh, I couldn't ask about any of the other questions. Okay.
Sorry, I was in my thoughts.
Why don't you come back when my head's spinning just a little less? Okay.
Back to my research.
It's Hoochie Daddy season. Oh my gosh, the run. I'm so bouncy. I must have some very powerful, like, posterior chain. Right to the existential crisis, eh? Exactly. Just straight to it. Jumping and climbing. Ooh, I hope I can jump high. Some obstacles can be climbing and moving up them. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's not a great jump. I do run like a gazelle. I would prefer if my jumping was about 3 times my height. That's when it's the best. All right. Let's try sprinting. Oh, see? Yeah, see how much faster that is? Oh, I'm not doing anything? Frames are a tiny bit choppy. I don't know if that's just due to the MMO nature. Palia, everybody. It's beautiful. I also wish I could jump 3 times my height. Same. I cannot. Like someone who had never run but spent a lot of time reading up on how, right? Iona Maria Doe. Wait, what? Oh, another character. How do I wave to you? I did it! I did it! I waved. Now I don't know how to do okay, there we go. The chat's gone. All right. Lutz is cracked at MMOs. I don't know, they just have this innate ability. Trash Lizard. What are you doing, Trash Lizard? All right. I can't open any boxes. I can't get back here. MLG Pro. Yeah, I turned down their offer, actually. You'd be unstoppable. Little butt chuggy, but on unoptimized beta. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think it's just... because graphically, it doesn't look too intense. I could try some things here. We are on Epic preset. Frame rate limit is already limited. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I could try dropping it down to 1080. That's gonna... okay. Well, except my OBS doesn't like that. So I think I'll probably just leave it as is. I think it's just... I think we can chalk it up to being a little unoptimized because it's still new. Look at the size of those feet. Are the feet large? Well, they seem relatively proportionate, don't they? She said hello. I saw that. Yeah, text, but in text based. Didn't wave back. So, you know, maybe a little more formal. They're not. They must not be a Midwesterner. Cat cheese. I wonder if people are... do you think people are seeing me as Spanky or are they seeing me as Spanky Peterson? Trash Lizard was the name of my high school glam rock cover band. We weren't good. Not quite Kingdom Hearts territory. Yeah. Hello, Chain.
Life is all about balance.
Life is all about balance. Another child of the Phoenix joins our little village. I must say, today is a lovely day to be born. We're really leaning strong into this being born stuff. Hey, I'm Chain, the local ritual sage and devotee of Magi, the great dragon. Oh, I was thinking Maja for a second. I'm like, listen, I'm also... I also am a bit of a devotee of Maja. It is my job as Kalima's healer and sage to care for her villagers, both physically and spiritually. So how are you feeling? I am sure this is quite a lot to take in. This world is amazing. I'm glad to hear it. Keep that positivity and you'll overcome any troubles the world offers you. I do not know why the gods brought you here, but I am sure there must be some great plan in store. I look forward to seeing it. Now, you want to speak to Ashura before you do anything else. Just take this path towards the village. He'll be in the big building with the keg out front. Oh, hell yeah. Rager on day one of my first day on the planet? I think you see people's chosen nicknames. I'm something of a sexy librarian devotee myself, right? This literally is my first day on the planet. You ought to try some Greek food. I should. Good old Spanky Peterson. So far, the camera seems like it's in a good place. Nandra was mentioning that in his stream today. It's like you never really know where the best place to put your camera is. Hey, Tish.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, that might be A3. Welcome to the Valley. I'm Tish. I run the furniture store. Are you new in town or just passing through? Which one's likely to impress her more? I've never had Greek food. You haven't? A kegger and tomato rice? That looks fine. Just materialized from a void.
Huh?
Well, that sure sounds tough. When my brother and I first moved in, it took us a little time to adjust. And we were just coming from one town over, not another plane of existence. If you need help with any of the locals, don't hesitate to ask. I'm known as a bit of a grump whisperer in these parts. Hi, Tish. Would you like to run the furniture store together forever? That's what I'm wondering if maybe that's going to be a possibility here. Listen, I look like I could make a mean furniture, right? Look at this. Power duo here. Your action bar is full. You can scroll to action bar number 2 using the mouse wheel. Okay. Use the pips to keep track of which action bar is displayed. Okay. Patterson Jones. Items in your action bar outlined in your inventory. Place items you can use or consume on your action bar for ready access. I was trying to zoom in here. Yeah, look, we look like a furniture power couple, right? You guys could see that. Who up whispering do they grumps? Since she runs the furniture, I wonder if you could ask her to plane your wood. Oh, my. See you, cat cheese. Oh, they waved back. They're also MLG, I see. All right. Is that code for something? I missed the context. The grumps? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Niao? Nio?
Oh, can I help you?
Whoa. Oh, hey, you must be new in town. I'm Nio. My family runs the diet. Whoa, that person just slid off the screen in the back. My family runs the diet farm over on the west side of Kalima. If you need someone to show you around the barn or teach you how to ride a riff rock, I'm your guy. I do need someone to teach me how to ride the riff rock. Also good at lifting heavy stuff if you need anything heavy lifted. Oh, and here's a carrot for Sugarfoot. Give her one of these and you'll be her new best buddy. Whoa.
Come back anytime.
Sugarfoot? This guy into feet? Bro's arms are insane, right? Didn't notice his arms until now. I'm heavy. I'm heavy, Nio. Okay, so Nio's into feet. Is this the keg? No, that's the keg. I see it over there. It's got like a fallopian tube on it. Or wait. Okay, it might be a deer head or a moose head or something, but kind of look like fallopian tubes from a distance. Got some heavy stuff to lift, yeah. You know the saying, save a horse, ride a riff rock. All right, here's Ashura. Oh no, it's his, yeah, all right.
Hello there, friend.
Oh there, friend. Welcome to Kalima. I'm sure this is quite a lot to take in. I'm Ashura, the innkeeper at the Ormuz Horn. Unfortunately, there isn't any room at the inn right now. So do I have to log out of the game? We do have some old plots to the northeast where you could build yourself a tent. So you're saying I should pitch a tent, huh? Or a uterus and ovaries. Yeah, sticking with the birth theme a bit much. Save a horse, rearrange my organs? Wait, what? Something like that. Nailed it. What? There's coffee on my wall now. Want to take in the great outdoors? Nothing like sleeping under the stars. I'm just glad I have a place to sleep. You would want someone to set me up with a place to sleep and something to eat if I materialized out of nowhere. Or I would want. Oh, he really finds this very funny. Okay, now he stopped laughing. All right. Why would I not do the same for you? So, let's see. To build a tent, you're going to need to collect some materials. Oh, you're not going to give me the tent? I've got an axe here for you, but you'll have to talk to our resident miner, Hodari, about the pick. Lucky for you, he's checking out the plots right now. You'll want to take the road up the hill to the northeast. Here, I've marked the spot on your map. Yeah. Joke's on you, I don't even know how to use a map. If you get lost, just come back here and I'll get you sorted
Be
out.
safe out there.
How you doing, Eva Quinlan? A majestic outfit. Oh, with the thigh highs? Hello? Hello? He does have, yeah, he gets a beard. Yeah, that's not fair. It's okay, this is a bad brew and that was a good laugh. I'm sorry to make you waste coffee. Okay, then F that coffee. You're only like 2 hours old. Isn't this insane child labor? This is. I like your Hoochie Daddy shorts. It is Hoochie Daddy season. All right, something about a map. Okay. Here's Kalima Village. Excuse me. Oh, I go over here. Okay. Phoenix Falls. Oh, look at this map. This is a cool map. Okay. And these are people I've met. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Hello, Kenley.
As long as you do your best, that's good enough.
As long as you do your best. Hot Molly Summer, heck yeah. My influence grows. Every human character in this looks like a grown-up version of the Dragon Tales kids. Oh, wow. You're right, though. Listen, Lutz, does the hello almost as perfectly... does it almost as perfectly as Spooky? So when he says, I think it's Spooky jumping on VC. Well, I mean, I do try to sound like the original, you know? Oh, shoot, I've got to walk past Nio again. Oh, what a shame. I'm the Honorable Kenley Bahari, the firstborn son of the late Kenjan Bahari, the 118th Duke of the Bahari Province. Okay. And brother to Kenyara Bahari, the current Duchess of the Bahari Province. I am mayor of this fine village, and it is great pleasure and honor to welcome you here among us.
Don't tell Eshe you saw me.
Wow, he literally didn't even give me a chance to talk for myself. All right. Not off on a great foot, mayor, but here's Reth.
You can never go wrong with...
Looking for the plots? Just take the road up the hill outside of town. If you're looking for delicious soups and stews instead, I'm your guy. Name's Reth, but you can call me Trouble.
Whoa.
Stop by later, yeah? Always happy to chat with a friendly new face. Okay.
Got my hands full right now.
I'll call you something, yeah. Open store? Okay, I thought maybe I was going to just be able to steal stuff. Seems like I can't. Okay. Who else is hanging around the inn here? How many villagers are there? I didn't think there were that many. What we got here? The Ravoxa. Harley just hit me with a My Precious when I told her she could finish my apple crumb cake thing I was eating for breakfast. Totally got me off guard. Entering her Gollum era. We love to see it. Wait, is this somebody I've met or haven't met? Or is that a human? That's a human. No, no, it's not. Never mind. Kenyatta, hello?
How's it hanging?
How's it hanging? Oh, hey, you're one of the newbies? Okay. Yes, that's cool. I'm just taking a break from work. My parents made me get this job at City Hall to teach me about responsibility. Okay, we might have just found the new Abigail. A little to the left. It's all taught me so far. All it's taught me so far is how to die of boredom.
Oh,
So stop by again later and keep me entertained. Okay, this town needs some more excitement.
see you later. Or
That's
whatever.
Abigail. Respectfully, but verging on disrespect. Arf, arf. Yeah, Kenyatta, I will meet you later. Is there some way to... Okay, this is my journal. Button toggles whether the quest is shown in the HUD tracker. Okay, yeah, we'll pin it. Why not? Community relationships. Okay, there we go. What happens if you... Okay, you click on somebody here. Reach level 3 friendship with this villager to unlock romance. Okay. Kenyatta's interest in you largely seems to stem from boredom with her own life. Wow, that hits really home for me. Okay. Talk with the villager to learn about what they want. All right. Weekly wants. Did you ever date your pirate queen? I fell off just before the heart event. No, this is Potion Permit all over again. I do actually want to play Potion Permit again. Is that game still not on the Switch, though? Or what? Wait, was that one on Switch? But it would also be a pretty solid mobile game, and I don't think I found it on the Play Store. All right. Is that a carrot in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Seriously, I can't get over how fast you spin your character. Look at this, okay? All right. I'm just going to move my mouse from one leg to the other. It's a full rotation in this small mount right here. It's just very dizzying. So having a quest active does what exactly? What is P? P's my inventory? I guess maybe it just marks here. It is on Switch. That's where I was playing it. DPI at 40K, pretty much. So it was on Switch. Okay. Maybe I need to get the Switch version then. Okay, I think that is entirely just the day and night cycle up in the top right corner. I have a tiny compass, which is cool, but beyond that, I'm not really, like, there's not much of a waypoint. Oh, there's somebody over here, too. Sifu?
Getting ready for a big adventure?
Step on me, Sifu? The blacksmith. I'm the blacksmith around these parts.
Woo!
But you might recognize me as Sifu, the famous monster slayer. I do. You're that Sifu? Wow.
Woo!
The very one. Arm goals, right?
Huh?
How did a famous monster hunter like me wind up in a quaint suburban hamlet such as this?
Ah.
Well, that's a good question. Fortunately, I have a good answer. You see, I became a mother and I realized angering dangerous beasties was, well, a little too dangerous for my young son. So I took up the position of the town blacksmith. These days I make blades instead of wield them. Oh, I can give them again. Okay. All right.
I'm starved.
Are you looking for a baby daddy by chance? Because, wow. When does the shooting start? I'm not sure. I have a feeling there's not going to be any shooting in this game. Pretty funny, though. I'm supposed to be heading north, right? North-ish? The graphical style kind of reminds me of like Fortnite or Realm Royale. Which I don't hate. Okay, you can't swim. That is good to know. You cannot swim. Does have a Fortnite-ish look to it. Same brain, for sure. John Marstoned. Just like Spooky and Kara. Aw. Wait, Kara can't swim either? Actually, did not know that. All right, I'm heading totally the wrong way. I have to go... Right, I had to go back by Nio again. And then, is it showing? It says that there are unmet villagers, but I'm not seeing that. Oh, there is one right there. Zeki. Zeki is like right here along my left somewhere. Oh, there you are, Zeki. All right. Oh,
Try not to break stuff.
a cat. Welcome to the general store, pal. Actually, you look like you're fresh out of the ruins, so I guess I should say welcome to living. Name's Zeki. I run this here establishment. Come back when you get some cash. We'll take care of your needs. We got vegetables, seeds, fertilizer. We got that pointy stick over there that kind of looks like a rake. All your basic farming who's its and what's it.
Gotta
All
get
right.
back to my planning.
Oh, look at this. Look at this cat paw thing on his counter. That's hilarious. Wait, Peachy can't swim either? What in the world, you guys? I will teach all of you how to swim. Oh, hey, Nio, just running by.
Welcome to the village.
Hey, you're on your way to the old housing plots, right?
Huh.
Glad we had some space left. Hopefully I'll see you around town. Question?
Back to my workout.
Oh, you will, Nio. You will. What we got here? Penguin? Penguin. A fun name to say. All right. What's in here? The furniture store? This is... Oh, maybe I'll find the brother? Nope. Nope. He's not in here. So, yeah, I think she does need my help to run it. Oh, I don't know how to swim either. I will teach all of you guys how to swim. Medals, dang it. I can swim enough to not drown and have fun, but you won't catch me winning any medals. Well, I will get you guys winning medals. Okay, I can't do that. I don't know how to coach swimming, but parents didn't love us enough to throw us in the pool and say sink or swim. Oh, there's something purpley over there.
Glad to see you out and about.
Looking for the housing plots? Oh, that's so exciting. Just take this path northeast up the hill.
See ya.
I will. Yeah, you're definitely an A3. That's for sure. Bella O'Goth. I love that name. Northeast. That's this one, right? What are these purple thingies? Oh. The trees themselves? Hang on. Where is... I have an axe. I just have to update it or equip it. Starter axe for chopping trees and bushes. Okay. How do I use it? This tree wants to be chopped. I guess I have to go to the plot first. And this is not the right way. Swim or drown, Spider-Man. She said winning meat axe. Say it right. Winning meat axe. R opens tool wheel. Oh, there it is. Okay. Thank you, guys. It will let me swing. Okay. Perfect. Can I get this one? Okay, one of them is protected. The other one is... Okay, I got 4 sapwood. One of them was protected. The others are okay. Free chopping, baby. Spooky beat me to that. It's not about speed. Not always. So worried you run off before reading that. Hopefully I'll have enough materials for the tent before, so I don't have to run back. Okay, axe does not work on that. Ooh, we got some shinies. Copper? Someone say birch trees comes down first. Jezraya. Not now, Jezraya. Do I have a stamina bar? I'm trying to find out. I don't see one. Not the birches. Is there tool durability? Not that I can tell. Which I love, because I'm not really a big fan of tool durability. I think that's a quality of life thing we've talked about before, Spooky. I think you're with me on that. I don't necessarily need to be repairing my tools all the time. Doesn't really add much to my enjoyment. Okay, we're close here. What does this say? I can't read that language. 100% games take long enough without my stuff breaking every 10 minutes, definitely. Horses? Is this where Sugarfoot's gonna be? Oh. Oh. Look at that walk in there. Kind of the knees bent walk. Oh. Oh? What was that? Hello, Daddy? Has anyone ever played Death Stranding? Was checking it out. Looks compelling. I would be interested, but I have not played it. I missed the like collector or director's cut during the Epic giveaway. I was able to claim a copy later, but never have actually played. Name's Farmer Loots Milady, and I'm here to plant my seed. Name's Farmer Loots Milady, here to plant my seed. A lot of us suddenly wishing me a boulder. God, I wish it were me. Hodari. Scumming along. A lot of trash left, though. Oh, hi. Hodari Pavel of Pavel Mining. What can I do you for? Always an interesting phrasing whenever I hear it that way. What can I do you for? For free? For free? Yeah, free. Exactly, Spooky. You can tell me how you got those biceps. Hell yeah. Oh, mostly from mining, I guess. Here, if you're interested in working out, why don't you take this pick? I see you got an axe already. Always good to have the right tool for the right job. Use them both to clear this debris, would you? Mining's hungry work, so you better take this too. My daughter says I need to eat healthier, but you'll get more use out of it.
Back to it.
Hello? Oh, Hodari. Didn't Charles play Death Stranding? I'm pretty sure Charles did, yeah. Came back from my office call just in time. Heck yeah, you did. Jesus Cristo, 50 Shades of Green. Different strokes for different folks. Oh, man. Oh, man. Try gathering stone from the nearby rock debris. Press and hold left click to start using the equip tool. Press and hold R to switch to another tool. Try gathering wood from the nearby wood debris. Press F to gather the items you've created. All right. So I didn't really need to chop down any trees because there's a lot here to chop. So I got to clear this whole place out. Is that what it was saying? Oh, no, only 3. Okay. Let's try the pickaxe. We've tried the axe. Let's try the pickaxe. Here we go. +1 ancient thing? Wait, what? Hang on a second. Ancient ... thing. It's unclear what this thing is meant to be, but it sure looks important and ancient. Maybe somebody will know what it does. I bet I have to take this to like a museum, don't I? Is this like Harvest Moon 3D? It seems like it. It's an MMO. So yeah, definitely was getting some Stardew vibes. I've got this farm. What is this? Mountain morel? Ooh, okay. Maybe I can eat that. All right, that was 3. Oh no, now it says 2 out of 3 clear some debris from the plot. Okay. Well, I definitely cleared. That was the 3rd bit, but maybe this isn't debris. This might just be a rock. Yeah, those are just rock, plain old rocks. Okay, this is debris though. Right? Yeah, there it is. Okay, I could return to Hodari or I could keep going. I'll keep going. Nio looks neat. Nio is neat. Game does look neat. Stop, I was just gonna say that. Were you? Isn't Harvest Moon in 3D? Wait, it is? I've never played Harvest Moon. I was just going to say that. Takes a dark turn and the ancient thing summons Cthulhu. I don't get why it's an MMO though. I don't either. I think I'm going to clean out this whole area. Hodari can just kind of watch me start sweating here. Also, I wonder how many of these items you can stack. At any time, Spooky can log in and help Spanky share the load. True. Spooky knows there's an open invitation at all times. Last Harvest Moon I know of is the 2D one and people thirsting over their mates. What is this barrel, though? Is this part of the debris? Now that you've cleared this area, I have another area is clear. Another one to clear. Yeah, it'll probably be like, oh shoot, you got everything except for, wait, you missed a spot. And then they all reload in. That'll teach you to play ahead. They, I suppose they did rebrand as the Story of Seasons, which is left to 3D. Gotcha. Makes sense. Easy hacks for more mats, though. True. Yeah, who's the real winner, huh? I did say it was hungry work, but I don't know where my like food meter or any of that stuff is. Very phallic glowing red mushroom over the fence area. Yeah, there is. I was admiring it. Oh, look, a birch tree. I can't chop the birch tree. It's safe. It's safe for now. It's safe. I need a better axe. Iron birch mod. It's safe for now. Yeah, these take a little longer, I think, to... Well, then again, in Stardew, like, I took several in-game days to clean up my space. This one has got a lot in it, but it's really not that much. Look at him cutting down birches. I tried. I'm curious if I'll be able to cut the little birches over there. Maybe it's the size of the trunk. I'm not sure. I guess we're going to find out. I'll try. There's these little white birch saplings over here. I'll try to murder them and see what happens. I kept switching back and forth between axe and pickaxe, and I just realized, like, why am I doing that? You've chopped down and looted 30 trees. Ah, see, this looks like a little birch sapling, and it was no match. Let's see. Yep. The size. You did cut down some birches. I did? The other ones were birches? I thought they were just regulars. Maybe not, though. I think it switched to 3D when it moved to the GameCube. Guys, how to open email? Crying face. Hanglin's asking. There's another Mountain Morel. Should I answer? First Harvest Moon was Super Nintendo, so technically 2D. And now I'm showing my age. There's a peen mushroom right there. Ghosts were probably similarly aged, right? I don't know, sorry. I don't know how to open email. I could ask if it's Outlook or something else. All right, we're almost through with this clearing here. I think I have a year or two on you. We're close. I myself am 32. All right, I bet I can't chop this. Nope. All right, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully he'll be impressed that I cleared the entire space even though he didn't ask. 5 years? It's too thick. Too thick. All right. Was that all of the chopping? Yeah, now it's time for picking. Also, now I'm wondering if maybe... yeah, now I'm wondering if it's one of those things where my character's just going to pass out from it being too late. Hope not. I hope not. We're almost there. Come on, Spanky, you got this. Although there are a couple things outside the fence, too. Look at that clear space. Oh, there's one other boulder. That's a nice boulder. Okay, looks like they stack up to 100. So I've got 100 wood, 100 something rather. 54 stone. Boulder, hardly know her. Hardly know her. Foraging is now level 2. Heck yeah. Right. Yep, this might be the last bit here. All right, can I fix this sign? I can't. So I've got 193 wood. What are these? Plant fibers. Okay, 126 plant fiber. Some grilled mushrooms. 40 flint. 57 stone. 1 ancient thing. And 2 mountain morels. Out of all of the clearing I did there. Why is your business then facing us in the menu? I think because that's where I left. I think if I just leave you like wherever I rotated at, yeah. Wherever I rotate at, it's where it gets left. Oh. Oh. Open mailbox. Okay. Oh, that's probably how you read the...
Yeah?
Maybe that's what they're asking? Yeah. Still lots to do, but it's a start. I found this weird thing. Huh. Found a lot of strange things in the mines, but not sure what this is. Well, you found it, so you keep it. It's your plot, after all. I've got other plots to inspect, but there should be space to drop this work table down now. I suggest you focus on getting a roof over your head and a place to keep your things before you worry about glowing tubes. Bye. Sure. Okay, see ya. Select the workbench from the action bar using the numbered hotkey. Okay. Left click to enter placement mode. Rotate the station using Q and E. Press left click again to make the final placement. All right. Here it is. 4. All right. Where would I want it? Maybe just right here out front. Oh, that's interesting. On a very grid-like system. Here we go. All right. Mountain Morel, isn't that Spider-Man? Wait. What now? Miles Morales? Mountain Morel? Doesn't auto-face you each time. It does not, yeah. It sure doesn't. It's already 10 o'clock. Gosh dang it. Oh, Spanky Peterson has so much more to do. It's fine. It's fine. We'll get this. Craft a storage bin. Oh! An actual animation of making it. Amazing. Place my storage chest. I'll place it right here, right next to the bench. A storage solution quest completed. There we go. Craft a tent at the workbench and then also place my tent. All right. Makeshift tent. 25 wood, 15 plant fibers. Who up spanking they Peter, son? We had too much fun with A3 and character creation. It's true. You're not wrong at all. All right. Whoa. That's a makeshift tent. That thing's... It's impressive. All right. What if I put it like right here? I'll put it here towards the back. All the way at the back of the plot. Talk to Ani when he visits your plot. Ani? Is this Ani? Oh.
How's it going?
Woo, good. You haven't left yet. My mom, Delilah, I guess that's Delilah, told me there was another new human in town, and here you are. I ran all the way from the farm here. She wanted you to have this housewarming gift. Welcome to Kalima. And I wanted you to have your mail. I'm Ani, and I handle all the deliveries around here. Twice a day, every day, rain or shine. 6 in the morning and 6 at night. So I think it's safe to say my job is about to get a lot more interesting. Wait, why? Because of me? Do you like getting mail? You look like someone who would like getting mail. Heck yeah, I love getting mail. Good, then I bet you'll be happy with what I have here for you. Come on, go check it out. It's your first mail delivery ever.
Gotta head home soon.
Child labor, let's go. This kid needs a dentist. You don't own this land yet? Oh, soon you can own this whole dang place. Heck yeah. Am I also able to move my tent if I don't like where it's at? It's not very centered in this entrance way here. I wonder if I'd be able to move it. All right. Check my mail. Einar? Dear Spanky, I've been informed by Gina that you have emerged fully formed from the swirling mist. This is wonderful news. Happy day of mist birthing to you, new human. Other humans call me Einar, and I would like to share with you the joy of fishing. Please take this rod in your possession and seek me out at your nearest convenience. I shall be located at the pier for the next few millennia. All right. Thank you, Einar. All right. Cassian? Did she just give you butter? I'm not sure. That is a way bigger tent than expected. I thought so too. To whom it may concern, City Hall requires to send these letters to new residents. You will find a bow and a set of arrows in the attached package. City Hall also requires me to tell you that I am available to tutor you in their use. During work hours, you can find me in Kalima Village. This is not an invitation to waste my time. I am busy. All right. So we got a bow and a makeshift bow, makeshift arrows, and then a recipe for arrows. All right. Return to Ani. You mean like right here? It didn't even move. How are you settling in? This plot's huge. I heard you can find some pretty cool stuff in the dirt. My dad found an old copper arrowhead in our yard last week, but all I ever seem to find are rocks. Does a weird glowing tube count? Oh, wow. It definitely counts. Have you figured out what it does yet? Not yet. I bet Gina might know. She's always hanging out in ruins. You should see if she's found something like this before. Oh yeah, I almost forgotten all the excitement. I brought a present for you too. A Bug Scouts official belt and a set of smoke bombs too. I'm a member of Kalima's best and only bug catching club. Of course you are, Ani. I gotta run now, but if you stop by later, I'll give you some tips on how to use them. But I bet you're hungry right now. You should talk to my dad, Badru, to learn how to cook food or how to grow food. And Reth, who works at the inn, can teach you how to cook it. You know, everyone's waiting to meet you. Come on, I'll race you out. Wait, really?
Gotta run. Mom's calling.
Leave your housing plot. I don't want to leave yet. I want to see if I can move this. Oh, there we go. Aha. Okay. I want to center it as much as possible on this. Let's see here. That's pretty solid, right? Put it back as far as I can. Center it. This is actually a really cool build menu right here. There we go. That's centered right there. Welcome from the dev team. We're so happy to welcome you to Palia. We started Singularity 6 in order to receive... Wait. I lost my place there. This overhead building view is really nice, definitely. In order to create new worlds that deepen players' lives, and we hope Palia lives up to that for you. As a new startup studio, we're so excited that you found your way to Palia. It can't live without players like you giving it a chance. If you like what we're trying to create and want to support Palia further, the biggest thing you could possibly do is simply tell friends and family about Palia. It would mean the world to us. It would mean the world to us. Really hope you enjoy exploring what Palia has to offer. Welcome home. So there you are, friends. I'm telling you about Palia right now. They are loading you up with stuff, yeah. Welcome, Traveler. Would you like to learn how to build, fish, farm, harvest, kill, explore, much more? There we go. That's much more centered on the entrance area. All right, leave my housing plot, even though I haven't... 2:40 a.m. and I have not slept for what I would presume to be like many days. I'm not even going the right way. Where's the path go? This way? Okay. How did I get here? Oh, it's just right there. Didn't he run off this direction? Over there? I could have sworn he did. Hey, Sack of Nuts, how you doing? Coziest game of all time. Have you been playing it? Is Palia on Steam? It is not on Steam. It is, you have to download it straight from the dev site. So, just Google Palia and you'll find their site. Okay, so we can talk to Badru to learn how to garden, talk to Reth to learn how to cook, and then ask Jean about the strange artifact. All right. Yeah, he is pretty fast when he sprints. Pretty solid. Badru is sleeping, it looks like. Which makes sense. It's 3 in the morning. Go wake him up. I now have this compass above my head here. Which maybe I had that before and I just didn't realize it, but I don't think so. How long are you going today, Lutz? 2 minutes. 2 more minutes. That's it. I wish I could play for longer. Yeah. We'll try to get to Badru. We'll see how it goes. Or whoever this is. Oh, wait. Is that... Oh, maybe it's not Badru. Oh, wait. No, hang on. I was going the wrong way. All right. Yeah, this way. Ooh, what's this? Sundrop Lily. Cool. And then are these bugs? Huh. Arnar. Arnar. I wish I could play longer. I cannot. All right. Upstairs. In this room? Delilah and Badru's room. I need a key from Delilah to enter. Oh, what? What kind of conversation mode is this? If it isn't another friend I haven't met yet. I'm Badru, the farmer, and I sense we have some good times ahead. Oh, I hate him already. Huh? Did I mention in addition to farming, I also do stand-up comedy? Can you teach me to garden? You've come to the right place if you care about fresh quality produce. Feel like you hacked the mainframe? Yeah, I must have. Speaking to him in the void. Honestly, I'm impressed to see you going after what you want. If I had that kind of gumption, maybe I'd be doing more with my life than just making ends meet. I'm just kidding around. Farm life's great, especially if you love the smell of Ormu manure in the morning. I'll admit, it's a bit of an acquired taste. Wait, he's eating it too? Tell you what, meet me on your plot later and I'll walk you through the steps. Looks like you're ready to swing by Kenley. He's our mayor, so he'll get you set up with a new house. You can chat with Badru? Potatoes are the worst crops to harvest. They're so low to the ground, they really throw out my back. Okay, so... Badru probably wants a potato at some point. Oh, wait a minute. Nayo and Ani have a room together? Wait a minute. What is this? All right. Well, unfortunately, I think I better stop here. If I exit. Yeah. Okay. All right, friends, to the tavern. This might be sudden, but I might hate Badru. I'm with you though, honestly. Yeah, I might need to see if Delilah would rather be with me instead. Find out, but oh goodness. Oh, so far I like the game though. It's pretty cool. I'll probably end up hitting up again next week, since this week is all spoken for. But yeah, and we'll see. We'll see how the mood is striking. But yeah, I'm kind of committed to getting back into the Valheim world. So thanks for hanging out, Ursa. The old Robin dynamic. Exactly. She can do so much better. Everyone enjoy the day. You as well, Ursa. Let me get some thank yous here, and then I got to get to my meeting, which will be starting here in just a few minutes. So, we got a couple follows today. Nolden and Stormy Latte, thank you so much for the follows and dropping in. Lady Iron and Charles Cheeserton III for the resubs. The mod squad of the day, Octi, Coleman, Iron, as well as Kirk. Nonder, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. And our Ko-fi members are Ark, Bookpunk, Coleman, Iron, Phil, Peachy, and Spooky. Hope you all have a Kick Butt Monday. Hope you have a Kick Butt Monday. I think it'll be a good Monday. I think so. I'm hoping it doesn't storm later on during the day. We're supposed to be having practice, and Saturday's practice got canceled due to storms, so hopefully we don't also have to cancel today, but we'll see. And also Barnhart, thank you so much for the follow. Hey, Kama, how have you been? Great to see your name in chat. Enjoy the rest of your day, my friend. Barnhart, thank you so much for the follow. Cheers to you. Cheers. Oh, I just realized that was not showing up earlier. Sorry about that. Appreciate you. Cheers. Today's your birthday. Well, happy birthday, Barnhart. Hope you have a great day. Hope you enjoy the heck out of your birthday. Thanks for stopping in. But yeah, Kama, it's great seeing you as well. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Friends, we'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow we're getting back into Valheim after a pretty long time away, so we'll see how it goes. Got no one to celebrate with? Oh, I feel that, though. I feel that. We'll eat some cake. Eat some cake if you like cake. Find your favorite cake and just buy a slice of it. That's a good celebration right there. All right, friends, I got to run. My meeting is starting up. I love y'all. Please take care of yourselves and others. I'll see you tomorrow with some more Valheim. But until then, I love y'all. Bye.